we're on the tiny couch. Maybe you guys can introduce yourselves. So go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Jack Bennett, and I'm one of the guitarists in Eyre Llew.
I'm Sam Heaton, and I'm a guitarist and singer in Eyre Llew.
I'm Jack Clark, and I play drums and piano in Eyre Llew.
I heard that you guys have been on tour, right? Can you tell me a little bit about that? How it's going?
Yeah, we've been on tour for like 2 months now, and started in Singapore, and went to China, Japan, Taiwan, and now we're in Korea.
And this is the tail end of the tour, right?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, second to last show.
Yeah.
Only
Right.
4 days left, I think.
Yeah.
Last show is tomorrow
In Villa, in Seoul, yeah.
So, yeah.
in Seoul.
Mhm.
Right on. So, favorite country so far?
Korea's
It's okay
up
if
there.
it's not Korea.
No, Korea is. I mean, we came last year to play Zanhyang Festival. We stayed out for about 9 days and did about 6 shows here in Busan and quite a lot in
Last
Seoul.
year?
And, yeah,
Right on.
and we loved it. And so as soon as we left, we said we're going back there. And
It's the whole
we've been
reason why
looking
we're
forward to Korea all tour.
What was it that made you want to come back?
I think it's the fact that when you play a show, even though people don't, or back then didn't know who we were, they were turning up because they wanted to see some music. They
Yeah.
were willing to take a risk. That happens so rarely in the UK now.
Yeah.
With people just going out to see a band they don't know. And the reaction we got was phenomenal, and people, turning up and giving us gifts and stuff was lovely. And
Right on.
so we said, yeah, we're definitely coming back. And this year we've just been blown away. It's been like that times 10.
Awesome.
It's amazing.
Is this your first time in Daegu?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right on. Yeah. Hopefully we won't disappoint.
It's very busy outside.
Yeah, downtown.
It's mad.
We struggle with some similar issues that you talked about here. People often aren't really keen on the scene, so we're trying to build it up here. That's kind of why I'm doing these interviews, to try to spread some love and hopefully give you guys some exposure.
Yeah.
That's cool, thank you.
Any highlights in this tour so far? Like anywhere, any countries, anything that stands out? Like that was
Our
particularly
second
awesome?
show in Korea was, we played Veloso in Seoul as part of Zanhyang Festa,
Mhm.
and the amount of people that came to see us there and waited around after the show to meet us and
Yeah.
talk to us and got merch and stuff was just overwhelming, and
Right on.
it was really, really cool, man.
Awesome.
It's definitely going to stand out for me.
A couple of typhoons we've had this tour as well.
Really?
Yeah,
Where?
one in China and
One
another
in
one in
Japan.
Japan.
Jeez.
And kind of a little one here
Yeah.
when we first arrived.
Anything serious where you felt like you were in danger? Or?
No, there was one that was potentially gonna cancel our flight from Taiwan. No, was it
Okay.
Taiwan?
No, it's from Japan.
From Japan to Taiwan, and there was a very real risk of that cutting off our flight and us missing Zanhyang Fest.
Okay.
In fact, 2 of them did
Yeah.
cancel shows.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they had to cancel them.
Because of the weather.
Yeah, because of the typhoon. Yeah.
The venues and promoters made a call. It's safer for people to stay inside. There's stuff flying around in the air,
Yeah, exactly. It's scary. Aside from that, anything weird or unusual being abroad? I mean, in Asia, anything that was stands out as being particularly strange?
In Korea, we've received loads of gifts.
Really? What
before
kind
and
of
after
gifts?
shows. Also, everything from
Flags, chocolates,
rice cakes and chocolate
Yeah.
and
Soju.
we
Yeah.
had an orange candle in Jeju, and we've had a flag with our name on it. And
I saw that. I got a picture
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
cool handmade glass
Lighting
light
display, which is
logo
out there
thing,
as
which
well.
we-
Ah, yeah.
Someone made that.
Someone made that.
Yeah,
Wow.
lots of gifts.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's been incredible, man.
That's awesome.
We also had ups and downs of the whole tour. We also had during one of the typhoons in China, a bit of roof came off a building and landed about 2 meters away from Jack, a big bit of roof.
Yeah, that was actually quite.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
quite
That's
I
an
downplayed it
experience.
earlier,
yeah.
Right on. Well, not right on, I guess.
but that's weird for us.
Yeah. So I heard that you guys did some recording in Seoul while you were here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there anything that brought that on, or was it just you had some time, or?
So the band we're touring with in the Endless Zanhyang We Are, part of the tour exchange. So this is the second half. They came to the UK in May, and between us and a label based in Seoul, we thought it'd be really cool if we put a couple of our songs, a couple of their songs, and an EP,
Oh, right
and
on.
release that to each of our fan bases, hoping to
Cool.
spread and share the love
Cool.
in many ways across each of
Perfect.
across the countries. But while we were here, we thought it'd be really cool to collaborate on a track.
Yeah.
So we got in a studio together and wrote a song about 45 minutes on Thursday.
Excellent.
And then come the Monday after the weekend, we were in the studio recording it. So
That's amazing.
yeah, it's been really fun, and we're also really proud of
Yeah.
how quick it's turned around,
For
but
sure.
how well it's sounding.
That's great. Do you plan to release that as a single or like?
I think off
As
the,
an
off the
EP.
EP, that will be the one that probably gets released because
Okay.
there's only 5 songs on there, so
Okay,
to
okay.
do one of each band would probably be a bit long.
Okay.
So,
So you don't plan on releasing any kind of like split EP or anything?
No, we're gonna.
Well, it is
you
a split.
will.
split.
And,
Yeah,
and
it's
it'll
basically
be in
going to
months
be-
And
time.
it'll be in that EP.
it's going to be
Got
2
it.
songs of ours, 2 songs of theirs, and the credits.
Right
So.
on. Right
Yeah.
on. So your songwriting process, that's pretty fast, like 45 minutes. Is that typical for you?
Well, it depends. I mean, we've had songs that we've worked on for a year and
Yeah.
still not finished because they're just not working. And some
Yeah.
songs, literally, first time we jammed through it, we're like, actually, that's probably pretty close.
Yeah.
So it really does depend on what mood we're in, what the
Absolutely.
beginning elements of the song is. So
Yeah,
it can
really.
depend, but yeah, we tend to be pretty quick.
Generally speaking, it's a couple of hours for us in a band practice, and
Okay.
we all just jam together, and then that'll be the skeleton of the song, I suppose, and then we'll
Right.
take it to the studio and flesh
So,
out a few
so you tend to
ideas.
kind of collaborate together when you're
Yeah,
writing?
It's kind of like
Yeah.
a jam.
Yeah.
Just a jam,
Just
right?
jam
Come out
together.
ideas, jam it.
Yeah.
Next one. Jam.
Yeah, I've definitely been in bands like that. Where do you draw inspiration from anything in particular in terms of like your songwriting? Maybe that's
all
too
sorts.
deep of a question.
Well, just all sorts of things, man. I think for when I started playing the music we're doing now, it's because I was just experimenting with different guitar pedals,
Yeah.
and I think it was the day I discovered how you can stack a delay with another delay, so you
Mhm.
get counter rhythms and
Yep,
stuff
yep.
with different types of delays, and then add a reverb on that, and then everything you play has to half the tempo, but it
Okay.
sounds
Yeah.
twice as beautiful in my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah.
So I think from that day on, I was just stuck with that and experimenting with other different things and technology around that.
I think also
From that.
we're quite the thing we try and kind of achieve in all our songs is that it's all about the emotion, and that is the be all and end all. If the song has that, then it's brilliant. If not, it's not even worth playing. You know.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing we look for.
Totally. I was gonna ask about gear, and I know that I don't know who, but 2 of you guys are playing instruments that were not originally your instruments, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm playing piano
Uh,
for the first time, and he's playing electric guitar, which he's a drummer.
Okay.
We're both drummers,
okay.
but yeah.
And we learn those instruments just for this band.
Okay. So in terms of gear, you mentioned like stacking reverbs. Any of you, is there any like particular piece of gear or other example like that that's like just kind of your jam or kind of particularly inspiring for you?
Oh, just reverb in general. I
Reverb.
mean, I use loads of delays. I use like 2 or 3 delays when I'm back home before reverb, and Jack uses 1 delay with 2 reverbs. So
Okay.
you know, it's just anything that makes it sound massive, and
Yeah.
then we're chucking a load of octave pedals and
Okay.
tape saturation and random.
Any particular brand or model, or like what are you into these days?
Strymon is
I've got a
always
Strymon.
Timeline.
Strymon
pretty,
go-to.
pretty nice.
I've got one even on my piano. So.
Right on.
I've got a few EHX stuff, which
Okay.
is
Holy
just,
Grail or the Cathedral.
just like the POG and the EHX Freeze for
Oh,
loads of drone stuff.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Real quick, I was curious about the video for The Deep. Was that a collaboration? Like, where did the concept come from? Was that from the artist? Was that your idea? Were they inspired by the music and created that, or how did that come about?
Well, the song has got a lot of it's got a lot of
Water.
references to being underwater and in the sea and stuff like that. And through that, there was a lot of imagery coming about with underwater stuff. And I think I heard about the 52 hertz whale, which was a whale that could it couldn't communicate with the whales and stuff like that, which meant it was the loneliest whale in the world. It's such a sad story.
Yeah.
People should check it out because it's heartbreaking, but also really.
Check it out. The loneliest whale in the world.
Yeah,
What is it?
The Lonely Whale 52.
Okay.
Check it out, but it was loosely like kind of influenced from that, I suppose. But we had animator reach out to us, a friend from back home, and he said, I'd love to do a video for you guys. I said, well, do you want to do a video and just base it around the life of a whale or something like that?
So that was your idea?
And then we just let him interpret how he wanted to do it with a story writer and a team that he built around himself. And all of our videos have been collaborative efforts, so between us and creative artists. And I've always said from the beginning, we stick to the music and let other people do their creative art form, you know.
Yeah,
so,
awesome. Yeah, it's really powerful video.
Thank you. Yeah.
Any other music that you're into that like maybe you're listening to these days that's kind of inspiring for you, or you're maybe influencing your sound?
Before we flew out here, I've been listening a lot to Phoebe Bridgers. Her album is really, really great, and
I like her a lot.
The new Oliver Arnold's album's fantastic. I mean,
I think we all have different influences in terms of music, and we all pick and put down a lot of different genres, and you know, you're not averse to a bit of dance music, are you?
Yeah,
I quite like
music,
classical music.
Right.
Sam likes a bit of rock and metal and ambient stuff, you know, and we all kind of give each other tips of like new artists to find. So it's quite eclectic. It's quite cool.
Right on. Last thing you listened to on your phone or iPod? Can you remember? Like,
I
in
was
the car?
listening to an NPR session for Pine Grove.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
I was listening to an audiobook. It was Life of Jeremy Paxman, which is
Okay.
pretty.
I was actually
geeky.
listening to Kendrick Lamar.
Wow, nice. Excellent mix. Right on. All right, anything you want to say before we close it off here?
Well, we're coming back to Korea next year. We're going to be coming back every year from
Right
now
on.
on. Yeah,
Let's do
so
Excellent.
hopefully we'll come back to Daegu and
Cool.
and Seoul and Busan and all the Jezus and stuff. So
Awesome.
yeah, hopefully
Just always
when
so
we are
good.
about.
So
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
come back every time.
Well, hope to see you again next year then.
Absolutely.
Okay.
man. Yeah.
All right, Eyre Llew on the tiny couch. Thanks, guys.